सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। In the previous verse, in the 11th chapter, 32nd and 33rd verses, previous verses, Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna that you don't need to bother, you don't need to worry, because even without your instrumentality, even without you being an agent or an instrument, all these opposing armies, all these soldiers or warriors of the opposing army have been killed by me. So all you need to do is enjoy the fame which you are getting. But this fame is coming to you just like that, not because of anything you have done, but because of my doing. So even though you might not help me or you might not be an instrument, you get this fame. Knowing that, have a spirit of self-surrender and be an instrument and get this fame. Because maya eva etai purvameva nihatan. Because these armies have been maya eva etaihi purvameva nihatan. These have been killed by me even before the war. So now what is happening is apparent death, but they have been killed even before that. The problem which Arjuna was having before the war, which led to the instruction of the Bhagavad Gita, is the problem of delusion and fear and confusion. So Sri Krishna is saying, first he taught the wisdom of Atman. He taught that essentially all of us are Atman, and when a body perishes, we don't actually perish. Our true nature is something else. And later Sri Krishna talks about different kinds of paths to know that self. And now he says that it is not you who is doing this, it is the cosmic order of things. It is that time, Kala hai, which destroys everything. And I am the Kala, I am that time. So don't worry, it will happen either way. Even if you are the instrument, it would happen. And even if you are not the instrument, it will happen. So you just be an instrument. Bhava savya sachin. So, nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. You just be the instrument. Nimitta matram. You are just the instrument. Have that in mind. And to do away with fear, to tackle the problem of fear, Sri Krishna is now telling in the 34th verse, Dronancha bhishmamcha jayadrathancha karnan tathanyanapi yoda viran maya hatamstvam jahima vyatishta yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnan. So he is saying Drona cha and Bhishma cha and Jayadratha cha and Karna Tatha and Anyan others, Yodha Viran warriors, Viran brave warriors or great warriors. Api already Maya by me Hatan have been killed. Tvam you Jahi do kill, Ma do not Vyatishtaha be distressed with fear. Rane in battle, Sapatnan the enemies, Jetasi shall conquer, Yudhyasva fight. So here again Sri Krishna is repeating what he has already told in the 33rd verse. He is saying that all these people you are afraid of, they are great warriors or they are your teachers. You are afraid that you are killing that. That's what Sri Krishna is being asked by Arjuna in the first chapter, how can I kill these people? And even that question is repeated in the second chapter. Even after Sri Krishna tells certain things, he says, how can I kill these people? All great warriors like Bhishma, Drona, Acharya, etc. How can I kill these people? I cannot kill. So, that is what is cleared by Sri Krishna here, clarified, that you are not killing. All these people, great warriors, who are your teachers, who is your grandsire, great grandfather, etc. Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, great grandfather, Jayadratha, Karna, all these people who are enemy, Jayadratha, because he killed your son. Of course, war is yet to start. So afterwards, Arjuna's son, Abhimanyu, will be killed. But though these people were all, you are afraid now, Jayadratha's name is being told now. So maybe because Sri Krishna knows everything, all omniscient, he knows everything. So he knows that Jayadratha would become a problem. And so maybe he is telling. So all these people whom you are afraid to kill because of their valor or because of their position as they are your teacher or they are related to you, don't worry. Because they have been hatan, maya hatan. They have been killed by me. Now all you have to do is jahima vyathishtaha. Jahi. You kill them. Apparently you are killing them. Apparently you are killing them. And so on the face of it, it will appear as though you have killed them. But you are not killing them. You are just enacting the killing. Actually, I have already killed them. They have been killed by me. Now, so there is no point of getting distressed. In the previous shlokas we saw how Sri Krishna has this cosmic form, Vishwarupa. And that cosmic form is being shown, Vishwarupa Darshana. So we have to understand that everything is going into Sri Krishna. Everything is going into the Lord. That means Lord is the cause of the evolution of this universe. And Lord is the cause of the dissolution of this universe. So you are not doing anything. Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, you are not doing anything, so don't be afraid. Also there is another message here. Only when somebody thinks that I am doing something, the sense of agency, kartrutva comes. Only then all the experiences involved or experiences that come with a particular action will be there. Suppose one is thinking that I am killing people. So the fear or the tension of killing will be there. The guilt will be there. But if a person knows that I am not doing anything, then that person, whatever action that person does, that experience will not be there. That is what is being told by Sri Krishna. You don't worry because I have killed them already. And you do not ma vyathishtaha. You don't be distressed with fear. Rane sapatnan jetasi yudhyasva. And you fight and you will sapatnan jetasi. You will conquer jetasi, conquer all the sapatnan means enemies. And yudhyasva. So you fight. You will conquer the enemies because already they have been conquered by me. You are just enacting the war. You are just acting as though you are conquering. So you just do that and don't be afraid. That is the idea. Don't be afraid. Sanjaya Uvacha. Now Sanjaya, who is telling all this, he said, Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Kritanjalir Vepamanah Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagad Gadam Bhita Bhita Pranamya. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya told, Keshavasya of Keshava. Keshava means one who killed the Asura or demon Keshi. Etat, if you go to Vrindavan, there is a ghat. There is a step to Yamuna, which is called Keshi Ghat. So, Keshi was killed at that ghat of Yamuna. So, Keshavasya of Keshava, Etat, this Vachanam, speech, Shrutva, having heard. Vepamanaha, trembling. Kiriti. Kiriti means one who has kirita. Kirita means crown or diadem. So one who is wearing a crown is called kiriti. Kritanjalihi, with joined palms. Namaskritva, prostrating or saluting. Bhita bhita hai, overwhelmed or overpowered with fear. Overwhelmed or overpowered with fear. Pranamya, bowing down. Bhuyah, bhuyah eva, again. Saggadgadam, in a choked voice. Krishnam, to Krishna, aha, he said. So Sanjaya is telling that after hearing these words of Keshava or Krishna, the one with the mukuta, usually kings have the crown or the kirita or the mukuta. So here the king is Arjuna. So he is having the crown, but he joined hands and he is trembling. That means here a contrast is being shown by Vyasa Bhagavan, who has written Mahabharata, of which Bhagavad Gita is a part. He is showing the contrast. What is the contrast? That Raja, all that big Raja, because in this very chapter, in the previous verses, it has been told that all these big Avanipala Sangha means groups of kings of the earth. Arjuna is saying that I am seeing groups of kings of the earth. Amicha, Saheva, he is saying Sahaiva, that Arjuna sees himself also going into the mouth of Sri Krishna, cosmic form of Sri Krishna. So he says, Asmadiyaihi, also my own people, our own people, we are all going into your mouth. So that is why here it is told that the crown has been kept. The one with the crown, that is Arjuna. He also, in front of the cosmic form or the form of Sri Krishna, he is afraid. So with joined palms, with palms which is joined. Not only he is afraid because of the cosmic form, that is the biggest reason, but the other reason is he is afraid that already these people have been killed. So I am just enacting, I am just as though I am acting. I have no role really here. Role is of God. So when he understands that people have ego or a sense of accomplishment because they think they do things. But when Arjuna is told, it is being pointed out that it is not he who has done, but Sri Krishna or Lord who has done everything, then he trembles and he prostrates himself and he addresses Krishna in a choked voice. It's choked, Sagadgadam. Sagadgadam. Gadgada means choked voice. So when you become quite emotional, your voice gets choked. Or if you have any food particle inside your throat, also your voice may get choked. Or if you have cold, also your voice may get hoarse. But generally when you are emotional, you get choked with emotion. And here Sri Krishna is producing fear in Arjuna because of his form, because of his huge form, cosmic form, terrible form, and also because he has told Arjuna that already those enemies have been killed and Arjuna has to be just an instrument. That is another reason, that is the main reason why Arjuna is now afraid. So, after hearing these words of Sri Krishna, that Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, etc. have been killed, Arjuna is now choked with emotion. His voice is choked with emotion and then he is addressing Krishna. What is he saying? Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna said, Sthane Hrishikesha tava prakirtya jagat prahrishyatyanurajyate cha rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sanghaha. Hrishikesha, O Rishikesha, that means one who has controlled Rishika, that is the sense organs, the Lord of the sense organs, Tava, by your Prakritya, your praise, in your praise, Jagat, the world, Prahrishyati, is delighted, is happy, Anurajyatecha, and also rejoices. It is not just happy, but it also rejoices. Rakshansi bhitani. So, it rejoices, and Rakshansi bhitani. All the Rakshasas or demons, bhitani, in fear, dishaha, to all quarters, dravanti, they flow or fly. Sarve, all siddha sanghaha, all groups of siddhas. Siddhas means perfect people. Cha namasyanti, they bow down to you. Sthane, and it is only proper. It is only proper. So he says, Arjuna says, O Hrishikesha, that means one who has conquered the sense organs, referring to Sri Krishna. It is only proper, it is only appropriate sthane, that means it is appropriate that the world is delighted and rejoices in your praise. The world is delighted and rejoices in your praise, and that demons fly and in fear to all quarters. The demons, they fly in fear to all directions, and all the groups of perfect people bow down to you in adoration. Why is he telling this? Because of your cosmic form. In effect, in this whole universe, whatever is happening because of you, and it is happening in you. It is happening in God. It is only God who is doing everything. People, generally ignorant, they think that they are doing things, but it is God who is doing everything. And so, that is why all the demons, they run helter-skelter as though flowing, dravanti, in all directions. Because they are afraid, bhitani. They are afraid and they are running away to protect themselves. Why protect themselves? Because if they know that you are the only person who is doing actions and they are just there, then they will lose all their idea about their personality. So that is why they are running away from you. Then the groups of perfect people, they know that in truth it is you who is the universe. So that is why they are bowing down to you. And so it is all appropriate, it is correct. Kasmacha tena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadi kartre ananta devesha jagan nivasa tvamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat. So Mahatman, a great souled one, great soul. Ananta, this is being told by Arjuna to Sri Krishna. Ananta, infinite, O infinite. Devesha, Lord of the, Isha of the Devas or gods. Jagannivasa, abode of this universe. Brahmanaha, of Brahma. Api, even. Gariyase, greater. Adi Kartre, you are the first cause, primal cause. Cha, and te, to you. Kasmat, why? Na, not nameran, they should bow. Sat, the being. Asat, that which is not there, the non-being. Param, beyond them. Yat, which. Aksharam, the imperishable. Tat, that. And Tvam, you are. That means, here Sri Krishna is being addressed by Arjuna. Arjuna is telling that, O Sri Krishna, just now I said that all the Rakshasas, they are running here and there, and all the perfect people who have attained perfection through their spiritual practices, etc., they are bowing down to you. Now one question may arise, why should perfect people bow down to you in adoration? So then the answer is that why should they not bow down to you? They definitely should bow down to you, because you are greater than the primal cause. You are greater than everything else in this world. You are even the cause of Brahma, Brahmanah. You are the cause of Brahma. You are greater than Brahma. You are the cause of Brahma, and you are infinite. You are Ananta. Your end or beginning cannot be found, and you are the Lord of the gods. You are the abode of the universe. That means Jagat Nivasa. In you, the whole universe is there. You are greater than the universe. So you are imperishable, Aksharam. You are imperishable. You don't get destroyed. You are indestructible, and you are both Sat and Asat. Means you exist and you don't exist. Existence and non-existence. And also you are that which is beyond existence and non-existence. Sat, Asat, Tat Paramyat. So Sat means existence, being, and Asat means that which is not being. You are both, and you are also beyond that. Sri Ramakrishna says that God is Sakara, Nirakara, and beyond that. Means God is with form, without form, and beyond that. So Mahendranath Gupta, the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he wonders, we have only heard about God which is without form, God with form, but we have not heard of anything beyond that. Sri Ramakrishna says, you cannot put a boundary, you cannot put a limit to God. Tar iti tana jabena. In Bengali he says, you cannot draw a line to God. So God is infinite in all the senses. So you cannot say God is with form, without form, or that God is only with form or without form. Other than that, there is no God. Those things cannot be told. And that is what here it is told, Sat, Asat, Tatparam Yat. So it is either Sat, either it is being, or it is non-being, or it is beyond it. So it is not either it is being or it is non-being, but it is both being, both non-being and being, and also beyond it. So God is formless, God is with form, and also something else. That is what Sri Ramakrishna says, that God is Sakar, that means with form, Nirakar, without form, and Aro Kotokichu. So this is the form, this is the nature of God, and that is what now Arjuna is saying. When you are like that, you are imperishable, then why should not people worship you? You are more than, means you are that which has to be worshipped. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.